Those who haven't caught COVID yet, how have you managed to avoid it? Macron Sue Macron. I hate people and I don't like to be touched. I got a brain tumor and I got isolated in a hospital about 1 year ago and now I'm just trying to keep distance from people. Me live in cave. Me never see people. I didn't avoid COVID, COVID avoided me. My mother has tested positive twice but was never sick. If people don't feel sick and don't get tested it doesn't mean they never caught COVID. I haven't had it yet and I don't know how it's possible. All my colleagues, my whole family, and my friends have had it. I live in Gary, Indiana. Not even COVID wants to come here. Anytime I see a COVID particle coming at me I duck. I suspect I'm just immune to it at this point. I had every reason to catch it. Stay away from kids. Easy, I haven't left the house. I leave my house maybe 3 or 4 times a week. It's easy when you're already an introvert lol. Edit for context. Pre-COVID, I used to commute 5 days a week and go out on weekends. I am incredibly lonely. I work construction so I'm outside a lot, small group of coworkers, small responsible group of friends, got vaxxed and washed my hands. I took basic, common sense precautions to lower the chances of spreading it and leveraged my own anxiety for good measure. Mask and lots of hand sanitizer and washing hands. Last Christmas my wife and I went to our family party and were the only ones masked. We were the only ones to not catch COVID from my aunt. Shit works. I was preparing for this all my life. I developed a terribly crippling social anxiety for 18 years. Even my parents helped by then chasing me out of the house by being absolute terrible pieces of shit. I found a place to move into and haven't gone outside for more than 1 hour a day since then. My anxiety superpower made me keep a distance from people even before any pandemic did. I'm more powerful than you could ever imagine. I still wear my mask. Never had a positive test. However, that doesn't mean I haven't caught COVID. Many people catch COVID and are asymptomatic, so it is difficult to be sure that one hasn't caught it. I teach public school and have 2 kids. At one point, everyone in my house had it, but I still tested negative. I think I'm either A immune or B had a very mild case and didn't know it. And, of course, I'm vaccinated. I think it's a combination of things but it's mainly I probably have had it but I've probably been just asymptomatic or have such minor symptoms that they are mistaken for other stuff cold allergies sinus issues. Could be immunity. I've got the latest booster too and wasn't around a ton of people during the pre-vaccine days. 1. Washing my hands. 2. Wore a mask. 3. Got all the shots. 4. Stayed away from crowds. So far, so good. Wearing a mask, washing your hands, avoiding large crowds. Home office, wearing a mask using public transport. Follow COVID protocols. Mask in public places. Test visitors from outside family group when visiting. Maintain 6 feet space in public, which has always been polite social distance. The system works, but only if you follow it all the time. I do nothing but stay home. I hate people. Simple. I'm the only person in my local grocery store that still wears a mask. I have no earthly idea. My husband was exposed twice, didn't catch it. My 4 kids have been in person at school except for the spring on 2020, none of them have caught it. My boss and several coworkers have tested positive in the middle of the workday and gone home. I still haven't had so much as a sniffle. I have a generally very robust immune system. I rarely get sick. I get a cold or 2 every winter, but other than that, I haven't been sick in over 7 years, but with COVID I just assumed I would get it at some point, not so far. I'm still WFH, I still mask almost everywhere, I have a very small group of friends I see, and I've gotten every shot I can. I'm a germaphobe. No more explanation needed. Fully vaxxed and boosted, and absolutely still masking when I go into stores. When I need to do something like plane travel, I have higher quality masks than my daily wear to work ones. I work at a university. I'm honestly surprised I haven't caught it, at least that I know about. I will continue to be careful, but I know that's no guarantee on not catching it. Edit to correct my undercaffeinated typo. I'm obviously a shill sheep, but I just followed public health recommendations. 1. Wore a mask when appropriate. 2. Sanitized my hands regularly, especially before eating. By being an introvert. I truly have no idea. There were multiple occasions where I should have had it. I was quarantined in tight quarters with a group of COVID-positive girls, didn't get it. I shared chapstick with someone COVID-positive, didn't get it. But, I've also had both vaccine doses, 2 boosters, so I'll say it was science on my side. Edit. I see some of the trolls in the comments, so I want to add this before they reply. I know you can still get COVID when vaccinated. I just happen to be someone who was vaccinated and didn't get COVID. Vaccines, masks, you know the shit they told us to do. I am very 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 antisocial. People are gross. They can all go away. There is a current study going on to answer this question. Google Super Dodgers. I breathe through my butthole. I'm always congested. COVID can't get in. I haven't done one thing differently than everyday normal life. I do not wear a mask in public, and I do everything as normal. As well, no one in my immediate family has had it, which tells me it could be genetic that some people just don't get it. Lots and lots of porn. Masking with KN95 masks, using hand sanitizer, wiping of purchased items with disinfectant wipes, and some luck. As someone who deals with OCD on a daily basis, sanitization of my hands and the objects I own has been a routine of mine way before COVID. Being a shut-in lol. I turned off the TV. Mask up, vaccinated, avoid crowds, and dumb luck. Wear a mask, boosted, sanitize stuff, wash hands, keep personal space. I get the vaccines, wear my mask, keep my distance from others, avoid physical contact, and isolate as possible. I still wear a mask when near other plebes like me in any type of store. I've heard us referred to as novids. Wearing a mask, not dealing with people who refuse to wear a mask, and stopped going to large gatherings. Vaccines, hand sanitizer, and masks in certain areas. Masks, avoiding large crowds, and vaccines boosters. Masking and not going out to eat parties in my free time. Don't know. My life didn't change that much and we get together with friends and stuff. I also drink mate, and if you don't know, we usually share it between friends, so no clue. I just didn't. I don't know, but it wasn't prayer. For me it was a combination of following the recommended procedures of safety, vaccinations, etc., and tbh a fair amount of luck. Others in my house got it while I didn't.